Hello everyone, this is Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate as well as REALTRON back with another video today. This is the first installment of a new series I'll be doing titled What Your Money Can Rent. Now this is much like the other series I do titled What Your Money Can Buy. In both cases, what I do is whenever I'm involved in a transaction, whether it be on the selling side, the buying side, or with rentals, on the landlord side or the tenant side, or in some cases on both sides, what I do is I come film the property and make a video to give people an idea of what their money can buy, or in this case, rent. Therefore, this is not to advertise because the transaction is already over. There's nothing to advertise. And moreover, it's purely for informational purposes only, so my subscribers, my clients, and my friends can see what their money can buy and rent in different areas of Toronto. First, I will give a rundown of the property and all the details in terms of specifications that you need to know regarding the property, square footage, number of bedrooms, what's included in the rent or purchase price. After the details portion, what I do is I start filming from the front entrance to the last room to give you guys a tour. Feel free to skip to the tour part if you just want to see the tour, or stay for the entire video. As always, please provide some feedback. Do you think this is worth the rent price? Do you think it's not worth the rent price? And moreover, if you like this video, you think it was informational, and you like my other videos, please feel free to subscribe. If not, thanks for watching. So let's get started with this video, shall we? Okay, let's start with the property details. First and foremost, this property is a townhome. So this rental property is not a condominium. This rental property is a freehold property, more specifically a townhouse. And even more specifically, it's a 3-story townhouse. Now, they don't often make 3-story townhouses brand new like this, but it still does occur, and this is obviously an example. In terms of rental price, as you can probably tell from the title of the video, this was initially listed for $3,500. However, after the transaction was over, both parties agreed to $3,400, only a $100 discount. Now, in terms of what is included in the rental price, well, sad to say, not much. Obviously, the free use and enjoyment of the property and the common grounds and the parking area. However, in terms of utilities, not much is included in the rental price. That isn't that atypical for freehold rental properties, because in terms of rental properties, often when the utility is included, whether it be heat, hydro, or water, you're most likely talking about a condominium rental property. In terms of location, this property is located in Richmond Hill, more specifically the community of North Richville. The closest major intersection is the intersection of Bathurst and Rutherford. It's about 15 minutes away from Finch subway station and an equidistant amount to the Vaughan Metropolitan Center. Typically with 3-story townhomes, what happens is the first story is categorized as the ground level, the second story is categorized as the main level, and the third story is categorized as the second level. So this property in total has 3 bedrooms, all residing in the second level, in other words, the third story, along with 1 den and 1 additional room in the ground level. In terms of bathrooms, in total there are 4 bathrooms, 2 full bathrooms and 2 half bathrooms. So the halves, what they mean is they don't have a standing shower or a bathtub, it's just a 2-piece. Obviously it comes with a laundry room on the second level, in other words the third story, next to the master bedroom. In terms of square footage, and now I haven't verified this, but in my eyes it seems close to correct. According to the builder, the square footage stands at 2,385 square feet. In terms of the dimensions of each room, the dimensions will be included in the tour portion, where if I enter a room, you will see the dimensions pop up on the side of the screen and on the bottom of the screen, and any other detail I find pertinent. In terms of parking, it comes with 2 total parking spots, 1 in the single parking garage attached to this property and 1 in the driveway. Another notable fact about this property is the fact that it is an end unit. Now with townhomes, whether they're freehold townhomes or condominium townhomes, what typically happens is that end units or corner lots are typically the larger ones, both in terms of interior and exterior. So for the price of $3,400, a premium is included in that price, given the fact that this is an end lot. All in all, for $3,400 a month, you get a 2,385 square foot 3-level townhome with 4 bathrooms and 3 bedrooms with 2 additional rooms and a laundry room and 2 parking spots. All right, so that's for the details. Let's start with the tour. Okay, everyone, so this is the perspective from the front entrance. As I aforementionedly explained, this level you're about to see, although the first story, it's technically categorized as the ground level. So off the bat, as you see the staircase going up, as this is a 3-story townhome. And in this first level, to the right of the front entrance is the room I referred to earlier. Now, as I said previously, this room could be used as a bedroom or a recreation room of some kind or a theater room. Now, going inside the room, you see that it has large windows. Now, this is a commonality you will see in this townhouse, that the windows are quite large. The windows basically span from the ceiling to the ground. And as you can see from this perspective, the exterior and the walkway to the front door, there isn't grass, as I said previously. There's just gravel and dirt because this is a very, very new townhouse. And the street you are seeing here is Bathurst. So as I said, the closest intersection is Bathurst and Rutherford, and this is Bathurst, a major street, and you can hear the noises. I mean, they've done the best job they could in terms of muffling the noise, but since it's such a major street and it has so much traffic, you can hear the noise. Walking out this room, we go towards the den area and the remainder of the ground level. Before we get to the den area, what we have here is the first washroom. Okay, now I've turned on the lights. What you see is the first washroom, and as I said, this is the half. So the ground level has 1 washroom and it's a half washroom. You can see it's not quite that big, but it's not that small. Most townhouses in the first ground level have a bathroom of this size. Now moving on from the bathroom to the den area, what you have here is just once again a den area. Most often people use this area for a library or an office, or once again dead space just for furniture, maybe an alcohol cart, some paintings, so on and so forth. So just another perspective of the den area. And then next to the den, what we have is a interior entrance to the garage. Now, this is a single car garage, as you can obviously see. Let me get a better perspective. So this hopefully is a better perspective. It's a single car garage. It's an attached garage. And then once this garage door opens, you'll have a little driveway, and the driveway fits the second parking spot. So let us enter back into the property. Okay, now entering back into the property, let us advance towards the staircase. But before the staircase, we have a closet right here. All right, closing the closet, let us advance up the staircase. Now going up the staircase, we have, in my opinion, the best level of this whole entire townhome. And it's categorized as the main level or the second story. And off the bat, you'll see once again that large windows here, very open space. What you have is the kitchen that you saw previously in the details portion of the video. And in the kitchen, you have an island in the middle. This is a attached island. Some islands are detached, rather you can move them. This is not a movable island. This is attached to the structure. And then spanning to the right, you have the remainder of the main level. And once again, my favorite part of this property is the fact that it has such large windows. And I really like the aesthetic of the staircase going up the artery, basically, of the property. And then once again, spanning to the right a little bit more, you see the big windows here as well. So let's explore this main level a bit more, shall we? Walking towards, you see very open space, high ceilings. The lights are currently not on right now. And you see more area, but once again, more windows, large windows spanning from the hardwood floor to the ceiling almost. So let us just get another perspective of the main floor. Here you get another perspective of the staircase and the whole main floor or second story. Obviously you see the perspective of the staircase going up to the third story or the second level, and you see the kitchen to the right of the staircase, and to the left there is this thoroughfare that goes towards the washroom. So let's advance towards the washroom. And before we get to the washroom to our right, there is yet another closet, so more storage space. Close this closet. To the left, what we see is the second washroom, which is also a half as well. So it's not a full. Both full washrooms reside in the third floor, or the main level as they call it. So here, the span for another perspective, we've made our way around the staircase in a circular fashion. And one last view, in my opinion, honestly, this is my favorite part of this property. I'm not into townhomes, especially 3-story townhouses, but with this new property, they've done a great job, in my opinion, in making this main level very, very spacious and open, and very friendly to the exterior, which allows a lot of natural lights to come in because of the large windows. And obviously the large windows go a long way in making it appear more modern, also more spacious as well. So let us advance to the third story, or as they call it, the the second level. Okay, so let's go up the stairs now. Up the stairs, as you see. Now, a downside of a 3-story townhouse is that if you're pregnant, or if you're an injured individual, or if you're older, it might not work out for you, because there's obviously no elevators and you have to take a lot of stairs. So here we go. As you can see, as soon as you get up to the third story, I'm kind of out of breath. Maybe I'm a bit obese, I don't know. But anyways, let's move on with the video. You see your laundry room, which I like that there is typically a sink in the laundry room, but in the most recent properties I've shown you, there hasn't been many sinks. But I like the fact that this one has a sink. You have your washer and dryer. And once again, as you can tell by the fact that I'm out of breath a bit, you can tell that there's a reason the laundry room is on the third story or the second level, because it's right next to the master bedroom. So you don't have to keep going up and down to use the laundry. Now, unfortunately, people who are going to reside in the ground level, or if they are going to reside in it, have to keep coming up to use the laundry. Anyways, so let's move on. Before we go to the master, let us advance into the 2 bedrooms that also reside on the third story. Basically what we have is the washroom that these 2 bedrooms use, or is meant for these 2 bedrooms, and you have your third washroom and the first full washroom we've come across, with a bathtub, obviously a toilet, and a sink. So it's a 3-piece washroom. Now, turning to our left, we see another aspect of the railing and the staircase. Let us go into the first bedroom. Now, this is of the 2 bedrooms that are not the master. This is the larger one, but it's not that much larger, as you will see. It's quite small. It just fits probably a double bed at most, even if that. You see, it looks onto Bathurst, and it's actually surprisingly quiet here, whereas in the second story, which is the ground, or which is rather the main level, it's more noisy and you can hear the traffic far more. And then obviously this is the closet. The closet isn't that impressive. It's not quite deep and not quite wide, but it'll do the job. All right, let's close this closet and then advance to the bedroom next to this one, which is the smaller one. As you can see, very, very small. Maybe I was wrong in saying that it's not that much smaller, because now that I look at it, it's quite smaller. And as you can see from the dimensions, it's obviously quite smaller. However, it does have high ceilings, which I guess is okay, but it doesn't really help out with the actual, space here, or lack thereof. To our left, what you see is once again the closet. The closet is pretty much the same size, I would say. So let us advance into the master bedroom. Now, in my opinion, I do not like the layout of the master bedroom myself personally. However, obviously, clients did not care. They liked it enough to get this property. So what we have here is the master, and it's not that much bigger. Obviously, as you can tell from the dimensions and by just your eyes telling you, it's definitely larger than the two other bedrooms, but it's not that much larger. And then what you see through that door is the master in-suite washroom. Now, this is my favorite part of the master bedroom in this property. What you have here is a 4-piece washroom. So that means you have a standing shower, you have a bathtub, and obviously a sink and a toilet. You can tell for the master, they definitely went with the luxury angle here. Get another perspective of the master here. And from inside looking out as such. And then let us advance outside of the master. Coming out the master bedroom, initially when I first saw this space here, what I thought was it was just dead space. However, obviously I should have connected the dots. That is indeed the closet, because obviously there's no closet door, so that must be the closet. Now, in my opinion, this is my least favorite part of this property, especially the least favorite part of this master in-suite bedroom, obviously. Because I don't like the fact that the closet is hidden. Now, I will show you the closet, but I don't like the layout. Obviously, for structural reasons, they had to probably keep this wall up right here. But the fact that they did, it makes the bedroom look much smaller than it is. Now, this is the master. But if this wall was not here, and I'm once again assuming it's there for structural reasons, not just aesthetic reasons. However, if it was not there, obviously this bedroom would look much larger without this wall here. Let's get another perspective of the closet here. Now, the closet is big, but that just goes further to my point that if this wall was once again not here, I would like the general layout of the master bedroom much more. But once again, the closet is spacious and large for $3,400. And then here is another perspective of the master bedroom. All right, so this is it for the first installment of what your money can rent. Furthermore, I will have more installments of what your money can buy coming up as well. And also I'm coming out with a new podcast with a colleague of mine. I will leave the link to the channel in the description. Thank you very much, and stay safe, everyone.